Hello, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. We stay up all night through. Good morning. Good morning to you and you and you and you. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Coffee Break with Her by Laura González. My name is, you guessed it, Laura González. And I am happy. I am happy. Sorry, can't help it. I am happy. Um, I am happy because when I was sad and upset and worried and paranoid and distressed, I let all those feelings pass through and I felt every single one of them. And now that I am on the other side, thank you, Goddess, I feel very happy. I don't know about you, but I have learned that when those feelings come to me, I just need to let them through and I just need to let them pass. And they pass, and then you feel better at the other side. Anywho, welcome everybody. Hi, Blair, my Blair. Hi, everybody on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook Live. Salud. Look at my cup. Isn't my cup beautiful? I have morning people and mornings and people. The Grinch. Anywho, let's do the reading for today. Learning the card for today. Hi, Diana. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So tomorrow I'm gonna be at Back of the Yards. They're gonna have a winter market, and I'm gonna be there from 11 to 4. That is at 4459 South Marshfield in Back of the Yards. There's gonna be other vendors. It's gonna be an indoor thing, so fear not about the weather, which is gonna start changing tomorrow. And on Sunday, the 19th, I'll be at Inner Arts Studios from 12 to 4, and that is on 140 Harrison Street in Oak Park. So if you want to see me, in both I will be offering the special 12-month reading and my products, the Blue Witch stuff. So yeah, that's what's happening. So let's see about the card for learning the card for the weekend. And okay, here it is. Let's see. We have a 2 of Wands. Y'all who are watching are usually here watching, so remind me, have we had the 2 of Wands reversed? I don't think we have. I don't think we have. I think we have had other number 2s, and I don't know if we have the 2 of Wands reversed, because if we had this already, I will have to pull a new one. And I'm gonna start getting my oracle ready anyway. But I don't see, and I know there's a delay. I don't think so, says Blair. Okay, yeah, I just wanted to make sure that we're not repeating the same card. So it's always with the minor arcana, and I think with every card I've done the same. You always learn the meaning of the card right side up, and then you learn the meaning of the card upside down. By the way, the message will be like, decision has been made. You don't have to worry about it anymore. Don't lose your mind about it. Let things flow, type of thing. That'll be my interpretation. So when we pull the card, learning the card learning the tarot card, I always give you the interpretation, right? So the interpretation for this weekend will be like, hey, don't even sweat it out. Don't worry about it. It looks like the decision will be made for you, and you don't have to like worry anymore. So where do we come up from this card to that message? So first of all, we have to look at the suit. And the suit is wands, right? That's why he has the 2 wands, one on each side, right? And then the environment is of wands, so it's going to be dry and hot, is fire. And we have a person This is a person of power. How do we know they're a person of power? They're wearing red. No pun intended. But in the tarot, everyone that wears red is a person of power. And they know that they have the power, right? Then this fellow is standing on a tower. He's standing like on a castle, right? He is actually standing atop of a castle. So with that, we know he is a royalty. He's part of that, you know, like the royal family. And then he is holding the world. He's holding a little planet thingy, right? So the metaphor about this image is this is a person of power that allegedly has everything because they're sitting atop of a castle and they're yearning for the world. They're looking at the world. They're kind of like wondering what's out there. So this is literally like that song, right? Should I stay or should I go? And he is kind of like caught in between a rock and a hard place, having to split that energy. So all number twos in the major arcana, you're coming from the ace. The ace is the full potential of whatever element that suit is. So that is the full potential, number one, or the ace. Number two will be splitting that energy, right? So think about having the full potential to manifest something creatively, passionately, with fire. That is the ace of fire. And then now you're going to split it. And when you split something, it's still the same amount of energy, but now it's shooting into two separate places or two different places. That's why this guy is having such a hard time, right? Because he is like, I live on top of the castle, but then there's a whole world out there. We all can relate to that. We all are queen, kings, or royalty of our own castle, and then we are always wondering what's on the other side. So to speak, the grass is greener on the other side, right? So this is a card that this person is very passionate about two things and is being called to make a decision. Now, when it comes to decision making, it's hard to choose the best decision. And oh, thank you, Joy. So anyway, how are you going to make this decision? How are you going to split it? How are you going to cut your child in half? Right? It's really hard to do that. Nonetheless, this person is prepared and is secure and is ready to make the decision. So that is all what is happening when the card is right side up. And not to be overly simplistic, but when the card turns around, it's like, okay, phew, I don't have to make the decision. I don't have to split it. I don't even have to sweat it. The decision is going to be made for me. For good or bad, is not under our control anymore. Somebody else is going to make that decision for us. And it's kind of like when the garbage takes itself out. You know, like somebody else already made a decision about something that we were worried about. And then suddenly a resolution has come and you're like, phew, I don't have to think about it anymore. I don't have to sweat it anymore. I don't have to like care for it anymore. And with it coming upside down, it's also kind of like all this energy that was being put towards making this decision and then all these plans, etc., is not needed anymore. So it comes back to the source. It comes back to us. Always think gravity as well. That's why God has blessed Miss Pamela Coleman Smith, Miss Pamela Coleman Smith, because she gave us all this imagery to understand better the tarot. So when here we are like desperate, trying to split and try to make the best decision and trying to borrow information from our ancestors and trying to understand what's happening with the split, here's like, phew, we're done. We don't have to sweat it out anymore. We don't have to make the decision. So with that said, I promise you an oracle card, and I'm going to pull an oracle card. We're going to go a little extra, but such is life. And while I shuffle the oracle, I want to remind you I'm teaching a class on how to cleanse your home for the new year. That class is going to be on the 27th at 6 p.m. I have an event on Facebook, and the tickets are sold by Eventbrite. And on the 30th at 7 o'clock, we're going to have here, 7 or 8, I can't remember now, but I think it's 7. We're going to have the talking about the card for the year. And it's going to be very interesting. I'm not going to tell you which card it is yet. But we're going to talk about the card of the year and its companion. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be really, really fun. So I hope you can join us on the 30th. Of course, it will be recorded and people can watch it later. But, you know, if you join live, there's going to be surprises. We have volcanoes. You know what is really interesting? This is a card of fire. This is a card of fire. There's something about that fire that we have accumulating today. You know, so let's see what the volcano's message is. Sorry we're going a little extra, but I know you love it. You be here. You still here, so thank you for still staying here. Volcanoes. All grudges should be released and let go. Heavy energy hurt us should we hold it for too long. Allow your anger to flow through you rather than saving it all up for an explosive release. Reformation might be necessary. Sometimes the greatest powers are hidden from view. You have the power to create or destroy. More on point? Couldn't be. All grudges should be released and let go. Heavy energy hurts us. Should we hold it for too long? Allow your anger to flow through you rather than saving it all up for an explosive release. Reformation might be necessary. Sometimes the greatest powers are hidden from view. You have the power to create or destroy. There you have it, folks. Thank you all so much for being here. I'll see you Monday with learning the tarot card of the day. Saturday or Sunday, whether you can go to the Inner Art Studios or the Plant, Chicago. And until then, never forget that you are loved. Goodbye. Goodbye, Mary. Goodbye, Joey or Joe. Goodbye, Patty. Jean. Blair. Diana. Everybody, thank you so much. Have a good weekend. Bye-bye.